Okay, I'm going to show you how to make a new page from scratch. So you'll be making a new page for if you had any events at your studio, for your new summer schedule, or anything, new programs, anything that comes up that needs to permanently live on your website and on your menu. So I'm in your dashboard. I'm going to scroll down and click Pages and then click Add New. And there are a couple things I need to do before I can toggle over to Beaver Builder and use that to build my page. So first thing, I'm going to give it a title. So let's call this Summer Classes. Then you're going to scroll down and there's a couple settings I like to hit down here. So you can leave all these things at default, sidebar is default, footer is default, disable. I like to disable the content title so I can just make a header in Beaver Builder. And then for Page Builder Container, you need to enable full width so that our page builder can also go full width. And that's that. So just those couple settings, and then I click Publish. And then after I'm done building my page, I'll come back and do the Yoast SEO for that. So then I'm going to hit the Beaver Builder to make that active for this page. And then now I'm just on a blank slate of a website. So the cool thing about Beaver Builder is you can really just start dragging these different modules over. And I find that the more you play with it, the more you're going to kind of get a feel for how things look. And you can see things right away as you type them, which makes it kind of handy. So summer classes, I can click over to style and I can change the color of this. All your brand colors are in those color presets, which is really handy. We have your fonts are all saved as heading 1, 2, and 3. So you can kind of go through those and know that those are going to things that are on brand. You can change how this is aligned. You can change the size if you want, all sorts of different stuff. So I'm going to save that. And then we'll bring over a photo. I'll just select one from your media library. And you can also at any point upload it and then you would just drag it in there. Use this one, select photo. I can change the size here so I can play around with different things. And then we can also go over to rows and make some columns. And whenever you add something new, you can add a new row or you can kind of include it in this section. And I'll show you kind of what sort of difference that makes in a second. So I'm going to plop this here for now. And now the cool thing is I can kind of pick up any of this content and just drag it around. So it's fun when you're kind of playing with things and it makes it really easy to rearrange things. If we want to change the background to these rows, I'm going to click on this little wrench here and I can make this fixed or full. So full will stretch the whole length of the computer. And then if you make this full, then your stuff inside those columns gets spread out too. You can change the colors and you can also put a color in the background, a photo, a video. So that gives you lots of options there. You can make this teal, and again, we have all your branding in there too, and it's fixed. If this was full, I'll show you how this would look. So if we made this full width, you'll see how it kind of changes that. So then that color goes all the way across. Okay, the other thing I want to show you that's pretty cool is when we click over to templates, Beaver Builder comes with a handful of landing page templates and then also content pages. And these are kind of fun because this gives you something to start with. So if you're, and sometimes it's easier to start with something versus nothing. So I can choose one of these and I can replace what I've got or I can append it. So append it means you're just going to add it on. So now I'm going to have all these sections on here. And obviously, like, this is not going to apply to your website, but what you can do in here is you can start, like, click on that, and I can see that they have a background photo. So I'm going to remove their photo, and I'm just going to make this random. I'm going to pick one of your photos. And now it's like, oh, that's in the background. And then you can start clicking on these titles. And you can make this one of your fonts. So it's heading 1. You can change the colors. So it kind of just gives you really nice looking layouts to play with. And you kind of learn a lot just by, playing with these templates and editing things and then seeing how they kind of set things up. So that's a really cool way to get started. Another thing that you can do is if you go to saved, you can see that we've saved some rows already, and these are appear in kind of other parts of your websites. And then if you go templates and you click here and you go saved, these are all pages on your site. So let's say you wanted it to have the same layout as one of the sites I've already made for you. I can click on this, and then same thing, I can append, and then it's going to all be here at the bottom. So obviously, like, this would not be a good website, but what you can do is kind of pick and choose between these rows, like which ones work for you. And if you want to delete something ever, you just click the X. Yes, I want to delete that. And same thing, I want to delete this. And then also in any given like kind of section, either I can delete these individual sections or I can delete the whole shebang. So you'll kind of see by what's highlighted in the blue what it is you're deleting. So anyways, those are kind of just ideas for getting started. And then again, every single thing you click on, you can customize. So I'm going to show you in another video how to make a template from one of your pages, but that's a really easy way to kind of duplicate something we have already going on and make a new page. So let's say you're happy with how this site looks or this page. When you're done, you're going to click done, and then you're going to click publish. And then that's it. Your pages, hopefully all your changes are there. Obviously this is a weird site page, but just so you have an example. And then if you were really happy with it, you'd have to click edit page. And then now you're going to go back and you're going to update all that Yoast stuff because you have content on your page, and then you'll see where you need to make changes. And then after you do that, you always have to click update here to solidify those changes, and your page will be done. This link will take you to your page. You can view your page up here. You can also always preview changes before you update to make sure you're liking what you're seeing. So that is how to add a brand new page.